Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins at the Metrodome. On the mound for the Tigers is Burt Blyleven, whose record is 4-4 with a 4.62 ERA. And pitching for the Twins today is Dennis Burt, whose record is 3-6 with a 4.79 ERA. All right. We lost a bad one yesterday. Tom Filer could not get into the fourth inning, and so we yanked him out. We had to go to our bullpen, and with two members of the bullpen unavailable, two right-handers with a primarily right-handed Twins lineup, we had to count on our lefties in the pen to get the majority of the outs, and it didn't help that we went into extra innings. And so with the free baseball, we had to go with the lefties, and we ended up losing that game. And to make matters worse, we have three Tigers relievers who are tired today. So I ended up changing up the bullpen a little bit. We have 4 days to go until the rosters expand. So I sent two relievers down, brought two relievers up. The relievers that I sent down, even though they'll technically be able to pitch tomorrow, I'm not going to bring them back until the day that the rosters expand. I think that's fair, you know. Whenever I send a pitcher down, my rule is I send them down for 10 calendar days. So, but with rosters expanding, then it's more than fair to bring them up on that day. So, I'll show you who they are when we get to the bullpen here shortly. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. Burt Blyleven on the mound. Only 15 plate appearances against the current Twins lineup. And here is our bullpen. Hey, I called up Bruce Robbins, and we sent Cappy down. I also brought up Brian Kelly and sent Roger Weaver down. So neither one of our everyday closers are available. We kept Rucker on the roster. He's just one lefty that will be short today. Again, with it all primarily a righty lineup, we don't have to worry about the lefties too much. So we'll keep Rucker on the and make him available tomorrow. So that's our bullpen for today, and here is our lineup versus the righty Dennis Burt. Sweet Lou, he is listed as tired, so we're going to put Sularz back in there at second base. He played a pretty good second base the other day. Barbaro's our DH for today's game, and you'll see the lineup, pretty much our everyday lineup now. And we have Mark Wagner batting second. Let's go ahead and take a look at the official lineup rundown. For the Tigers versus Dennis Burt, batting leadoff in right field is Eddie Miller. Batting second at shortstop is Mark Wagner. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting fifth in center field is Andre Dawson. Batting sixth at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting seventh and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting eighth and DHing is Barbaro Garbey. And batting ninth, playing second base today, is Guy Sularz. Dennis Burt, we just saw Burt, and Burt got hurt. He got the victory, actually, against the Tigers, throwing 117 pitches, going 6 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 Ks. That was his second win of the year, and then he won against Milwaukee, so almost going a complete game, went 8 2/3 to get the victory. Walked 5, though. That's one of the problems with Burt. He walks a lot. He walks more than he strikes out. The opponent's batting average is .265, so he keeps it decent with the hits. No complete games. And again, we're fairly familiar with the 24-year-old. You'll see here his fastball tops out at 89, but his changeup is his best pitch. Okay, take a look at the defensive alignment for the Twinkies today. Everybody back to their normal positions, so looks like all the regulars are in the lineup. Okay, here's Eddie Miller leading off against Dennis Burt. Miller in a little bit of a slump. Hey, there we go. Shoots it down the left field line all the way to the wall, and he has himself a double. So a slump buster, as I like to call him. That is his 12th double on the season. Good job by Miller. Marky Wags is up. Wags just crushing it lately. We just wanted to hit to the right side. Let's move Miller to third. That'll get the job done. Almost through the infield for a hit. It is speared by the second baseman, Seibert. Miller goes to third, and this is the guy you want up, Mickey Hatcher. We're just asking for a sac fly. I think you can hit it to anywhere in the outfield, and we should be good. None of those outfielders, despite having good ratings, have good arms. Hatcher sends it to center, and there's the sac fly as Miller scores. Tigers are up 1-0. 2 down. Here's Gibson. Gibby's average under 280. Line drive to short, and that'll do it. So, plays made by Fischlin. We go to the bottom of the first. Here is the Twins lineup rundown for today's game. As I hit the wrong button. Batting leadoff and DHing is Dave Machemer. Batting second at second base is Kurt Seibert. And batting third in center field is Mike Hart. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Cecil Fielder. Batting fifth in left field is Gary Renicky. Batting sixth and catching is Dave Engle. Batting seventh at third base is Ron Washington. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Mike Fischlin. And batting ninth in right field is Hosken Powell. Burt Blyleven on the mound. He has been just average since we picked him up in mid-July. 12th start, 4-4 with a 4.62 ERA. Looks like, he's basically pitching like he was before. Look at that, 4.62 ERA, and his opponent's batting average basically the same as it was for Pittsburgh. So he's been consistent but not helpful, as I really needed him to get more wins for us, and we went into that 9-game slump. He's got a complete game, 89-mile-an-hour fastball. He is not a ground ball pitcher. He's a fly ball pitcher. Only given up 8 home runs in those 12 games, though. Sidearm curve, that's his best pitch, rated an 89. And his regular curveball right there, above average. Minnesota, has he faced Minnesota this year? He has not, so he skipped them last time. Okay, so let's take a look at the Tigers' defensive alignment. Same as it ever was. We do have Dawson in center instead of right, and Miller in right, with Gibby in left instead of our DH. So, okay, here is Dave Machemer leading off against Burt Blyleven. Machemer crushes it to left. Gibby throws the glove up, makes the catch. 1 down. Next up, Kurt Seibert. He's all D, no bat, except for that base hit. Gosh darn it. Seibert with the base hit up the middle. And he's got speed. Will he be running on Parrish? Seibert on first. Here's Mike Hart. Hart popping it up. Seibert not going this at bat. Hatcher, who made an error in foul ground yesterday somehow, makes the catch. 2 down. Now, I would be sending Seibert here. I don't know if they will. Here's Cecil Fielder. And Fielder strikes out on that sidearm curve. Good job. by Burt. We go to the top of the second. Tigers are up 1. We got Dawson, Murray, and Parrish up. Andre Dawson leading off, kind of coming back around finally, as his average up to 220. Grounds out to Washington at third. 1 down. Eddie Murray up next, 1 for 3 with a home run against Dennis Burt. Pulls it into right. Is that going to get down? It does get in for a hit. Do we go for 2? I'm going to say no. Nope. That's going to bring up Lance Parrish. Lance Parrish had the golden sombrero yesterday, striking out 4 times. And a ground ball to third, and that's going to be an around the horn double play. So Parrish is in a horrible slump, not producing in any regard. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Here's today's cover boy, Gary Renicky. He's basically the best hitter on this team, and even though he's in an Orioles uniform on our front cover, I thought I'd give him a little shine today. Renicky hitting a ground ball to Wags. There's 1 down. Next up, Dave Engle. Ooh, that was ball 4. Instead, he slices it into right. Caught by Miller. 2 down. Next up is Ron Washington, who strikes out on a regular curve. So those really are his 2 best pitches. Those are definitely his go-to strikeout pitches. 2 Ks for Blyleven. We're going to the third. Here's Barbaro Garbey. We dumped him down to the 8th spot. Seemed to struggle a little bit in the 2-hole. And he walks to lead off the inning. There we go. So we're going to bunt. Sack bunt with Sularz. Sularz not hitting well. Playing some pretty good D, though. Let's see if he can contribute with the sacrifice bunt. Garbey is safe at second base. Good job by Sularz, moving the runner over. So runner in scoring position for Eddie Miller. He had the leadoff double, scored the Tigers' only run. Oh, there we go, long ball. A 2-run shot into left center field. That is his second Jimmy Jack on the season. He's got 6 total bases in 3 innings. And that's, I mean, Miller's been hitting well all season. He couldn't keep up the 400 pace. As Wags gets a base hit into left field, we're going to go for 2. We're up 3. Renicky does not have a good arm. 60% seems good. It is good. As Wagner gets his 13th double of the season. He's got 3 home runs. He had that inside the park home run. He's been amazing. So Wags in scoring position now for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher drove in the first run with a sac fly. Here he moves Wagner along to third with a ground ball to Seibert. And that's going to give Gibby a shot here. And he lifts it into left center field. Pretty deep. Just shy of the warning track, 345 feet. That is out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the third, 3-0, as the Tigers get 2 runs on the Miller dong. Mike Fischlin leading off. We no longer are going to call him Fish Lips. We're going to call him Fish Sticks, as if his bat was the fish stick. He pops it up to short. Thanks to Freddie for that solid nickname. If anybody out there can come up with any nicknames, I'll use it in the ball game. I'll do anything for a laugh. As Powell gets a base hit into center field. So there is some speed on first. And we're back to the top of the lineup with Machemer. And he steals second. So that is Powell's only his 5th stolen base, 5 out of 7. He had 18 stolen bases back in 1980. In scoring position, no longer double play situation. And Machemer dumps it into right center field. It will be caught by Miller. That's going to keep Powell at second. I guess he was holding up to see if it was going to fall in. I thought it was. Okay, so 2 down. Powell on second. Here's Kurt Seibert. And Seibert gets a base hit. He's 2 for 2 on the day. That's an RBI single, and it's 3-1. Tigers. Here's the lefty, Mike Hart. He's got some pop, 15 home runs. And Seibert steals second. Okay, come on, Parrish. That's his 12th stolen base. Mike Hart sends it into left field, and it is caught by Gibby. So they get a run on the board on the RBI from Seibert. We're going to the 4th. It's Dawson, Murray, and Parrish again. Same as the second inning. Hawk hits a grounder to short. There's 1 down. Oh boy, it looks like maybe our duo of Dawson and Murray are reverting back to their old ways, and Parrish has got nothing for no one. Holy shit, he sucks right now. That's 5 strikeouts in his last 7 at-bats, and a double play. Well, that was a waste of a half inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Here is Burt Blyleven. He's had 36 pitches. He's given up 3 hits. It hasn't been bad yet for Burt. As Fielder hits a ground ball to Sularz at second, 1 down. Next up, Jerry Renicky, and he slaps it through the infield for a base hit on the right side. Miller gets it back in. 4 hits for the Twinkies. We're going to play everybody straight away. Potential double play with Renicky and the catcher at the plate, Dave Engle. Yeah, that's a pop-up for Engle. Murray snags it. 2 down. Ron Washington then steps in with 2 down. And a base hit. Come on. You got to pull the outfield in. Cannot let a ball drop in with Fischlin. Although this is what we attempted in the 9th inning, I guess it was the 11th inning in yesterday's game, and it did prevent jack shit from happening. There's a fly ball to center. I don't know. Okay. Dawson gets back and makes the catch, so no damage done. We're going to the 5th. Dennis Burt. He's giving up the long ball. Other than that, he's not too bad today. As Garbey hits a grounder to first. I gave the nod to Garbey today over Howard Johnson, just because I feel like Garbey's been the better hitter with those 3 home runs, but he has been slumping a little bit. 2 for 2 today. Eddie Miller up. He's got a double. He's got a home run. So he needs a base hit and a triple for the cycle. That's not going to get it done. Popping it up on the infield. That'll do it. Okay, so that's 2 good innings for Burt in a row. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Powell, Machemer, Seibert due up. Here's Powell. He got a base hit first time up. Lifting it out to Gibby in the left field. 1 down. Machemer's up next. 0 for 2 on the day. Yeah, you can't keep this guy off the board for whatever reason. He hits us really well. He had a hit today, hit yesterday, the day before, and then he had 2 hits in every game, except for the last one. So he's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's got 12 hits in 7 games. So I don't know what it is about Machemer, but he likes Tiger pitching. Oh, come on. Seibert, a 200 hitter, is 2 for 2 with a walk today. And this is where things tend to get out of hand. Lefty Mike Hart up. Line drive to center. Oh, play is made by Dawson, and Machemer doesn't even tag up at 345 feet. Maybe that's saying something for Cecil Fielder coming up. That might be a bad premonition. Oh, wow. Line drive. Oh, come on! That is fucking bullshit. A line drive right at Hatcher, and conveniently he drops it for the best hitter on the team, Gary Renicky. I mean, there's nothing we can do. It's either going to happen or it's not. A little blooper into left center field. Caught by Gibby. We get out of it. That is total horseshit. I mean, Hatcher, as good as he's been, at least in my mind, he's got 18 errors now. Again, for a third baseman, that doesn't seem terrible, but look at his defensive WAR. He's almost cost us one win just defensively. That could have been today. And his defensive range is a -9. So he, if we're going to keep him beyond next year, we need to, pardon me, folks, we need to consider maybe making him a DH or moving him to first or something. Okay, here's Wagner, top of the 6th. Wags, a base hit into center field. Look at this guy. He's got a single and a double. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far? I mean, it's probably Miller, right? I mean, Miller and Wags are getting it done. Hit and run time with our boy Sticky Mickey. Ground ball, hard ground ball to short. That's going to move Wagner over. In scoring position for Gibby. Gibby is hitless in his career against Dennis Burke, 0 for 5. And he hits it to the one base you can't hit it to. What is wrong with our team, man? I can't, it's like only our scrubs do anything. Oh, I take it back. Dawson goes deep. A 2-run dong into right center field. 420 feet. That is Dawson's 12th home run on the season. And the guy's got like 60 RBI. Which, I mean, considering his season, is pretty damn good. He is somewhat clutch with runners on base. Murray walks. 73 pitches now for Dennis Burt. That's going to bring up Lance Parrish. A pass ball by Engle, allowing Murray to go to second. And then Parrish walks. Well, that'll at least break the streak. So first and second, 2 down. Here's Barbaro. And a ground ball to short. All that for nothing. We do get a couple runs. Thanks to the home run by Dawson. It's 5-1 Detroit. Man, I mean, we have to let Blyleven at least get one more inning here. He's been suspect every inning he's pitched. I would love to have him just go out there and get 1, 2, 3 here. And we're off to a good start as Engle flies out to right field. Next up is Ronnie Washington. Washington popping it up on the infield. This looks like an error. Nope. Caught down the first base line. Doesn't say who caught it. Maybe Parrish. 2 down. And Fischlin rips it right at Wagner. And there's the 1, 2, 3 inning. Okay. Blyleven doesn't feel like he's pitched well today, but I'm liking the results. Sularz leading off against Dennis Burt. Whoa! Sularz jams it down the right field line, off the wall, and there's a double. That's going to do it for Burt. 4th double as a Tiger this season, 5th overall for Sularz. And they're going to bring in Doug Corbett. Corbett was their closer last year. For some reason, he was lights out, and that's not good enough for him. I think he's their setup man now. 3-5, 4 ERA, 41 strikeouts in 54 innings. Pretty good. Opponent's batting .232. Well, he's got 6 saves and 6 blueies. So, yeah, that'll get you to lose your job on a last-place team. His fastball isn't good either. 85 miles an hour. Almost 50% ground ball percentage. Sinker is his best pitch. He's got a slider. He doesn't even throw a fastball. Unless it's a sinking fastball. Again, pardon me for my cough, folks, as I'm still getting through the COVID. Okay, so Sularz on second. Here's Eddie Miller, 2 for 3 on the day. Slow roller to short. Sularz holds. Let's see if Wags can get him over. Wagner, 2 for 3 on the day. Oh, God. They both hit it to the left side of the infield. Absolutely terrible fundamentals. Let's see if Mickey Hatcher can do something. Oh, God. So all 3. Leadoff double. Corbett comes in, gets 3 ground balls. And that's going to do it for Burt Blyleven. Only 85 pitches. But I just don't feel good about him being in there. He has thrown a combined 218 innings pitched this season. It's the 7th inning. We are going to bring in Bruce Robbins, who, if you didn't know, he was a starter this year. He was in the rotation out of the gate. Not great. So we sent him down. We turned him into a relief pitcher, pitching like 1 inning at a time. So he's been in 17 games in the minors, all in relief, throwing 32 innings pitched. Walk to strikeout ratio is a little better than it was in the majors. Opponent's only batting .235. He's got 5 saves. With that fastball, 95 mile an hour, you think this would be a big positive for him, making this career change. I don't really ever like lefties who are starting pitchers unless we're talking about like one of the heavies like Steve Carlton or something, but like I've had good success with Mickey Lolich, who's a really great lefty in the Tigers' history. Hosken Powell leading off the bottom of the 7th, popping out. Good job by Robbins. Machemer up. 1 for 3 on the day. Let's see if he can get the righty. Oh, infield single right back to Robbins. Oh, boy. Okay. It's going to turn Kurt Seibert around. Seibert's going to bat right-handed, in which he only bats .190 with a .238 slugging percentage. Hard ground ball to Murray. The Gold Glover picks it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He drops it. Oh, shit. This is going to go sideways quickly. We're going to have to pull him out after this at-bat, as Murray makes an error. So our first and third basemen have made errors today. Hart, ground ball to second. Cannot turn 2. That's going to be it. There's no way I'm going to let Robbins pitch to Big Daddy. We're going to take out Bruce Robbins, and we're going to bring in Brian Kelly, our other starter from earlier in the season. Now, we still have him set as a starter, but we're going to use him in a relief role where he has been amazing. Opponents are batting .140 against him, but this is the problem. 20 walks in 29 innings pitched. In the minors, 59 walks in 120. So, I mean, it didn't really fix it, but he started the year in AA, moved to AAA. Look at his ERA at every step of the way here. So this guy might allow us to get rid of one of our, starting pitchers, maybe Petrie, who just doesn't seem to be able to put it together. So we're going to bring him in a tight spot here. First and third. 2 down. Here's Cecil Fielder. Crushed to right field. Miller makes the catch. Good job by Kelly. We'll probably bring him out for the 8th. We go to the top of the 8th. Here is Gibby. Gibby's 0 for 3 and has looked hapless at the plate. Bloop. Is that a base hit? Nope. 0 for 4 from the cleanup spot for Gibson. What's his average down to? 275. Take a look at his log. He's batting 208 in his last 20 games. And we give him plenty of time off. So I don't know why he's not remaining consistent. This is his first complete season in the majors. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe we've reached the end of the ropes with him. As Dawson, he had the 2-run home run, hits a ground ball back to Corbett. Corbett's been amazing so far. As Murray lines out to third. Okay, that was a 1-2-3 inning for Corbett. Corbett's been really solid. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Renicky, Engle, and Washington. And that means Brian Kelly will go a second inning here. Only threw 4 pitches. Oh, that screwball is amazing. Gets Renicky on swinging. 1 out. Here's Dave Engle. Yeah, don't throw the fastball down the middle. It's 95 miles an hour. So it's a real fastball. But looks like it's very hittable. Yeah. All right, come on. This is stupid. Like, every player in this game throws 89, and then you bring in a guy that throws 95, and they're suddenly hitting it like it's nothing. And here's the walk. Nope, 3 hits up the middle. Unbelievable bullshit, to be honest. We're going to bring in Keith Comstock, who's not really great in these situations. He's a lefty. He's got to face Powell. He has not been horrible. He gave up the base hit that lost the game yesterday, but not his fault. It happened versus righties, and I guess I am feeling a little nervous about it because this is one of those situations where things can get blown wide open. We got a righty coming up after this. Let's get a double play here and get out of this inning. Nope, 4 fucking hits up the middle. Fuck this. Let's see. Yeah. So he strikes out the righty like it's nothing. Gets Seibert to bat right-handed. We're going to guard the lines here, right? I mean, because an extra base hit will tie the ball game. I know he's got no power. He's not going to hit any home runs. But an extra base hit could screw us over pretty bad. It's a wild pitch. Unbelievable. And that's the tying run. It's in scoring position now. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. That is total crap. You know it. I know it. We're going to bring out, keep Doug Corbett back in there for a 3rd inning. He's Lance Parrish. So Parrish will get the day off tomorrow. There's no way we can let him play a 3rd game in a row, being completely incompetent. Same for Garbey, which is French for garbage. Actually, I think garbage is French for garbage. As Sularz flies out to center field. Okay, well, we're going to bring in, oh shit, no, we're going to let Comstock pitch to Hart. And then we're going to bring in Dave Smith, who, in real life was a closer. All right. The 51-win team. Fuck you. Fielder flying out to center field. There's 1 down. There's Gary Renicky. This guy can win the ball game right here. Another walk. Dave Engle, a ground ball to short. Tigers win 5-4. Total horseshit the whole game, to be honest, but we'll take the victory. We desperately need it. Looks like we go back into first place if you take a look at the standings. I know, I mean, really, it's by percentage points for New York. I guess the game doesn't recognize that. Kansas City is Back to 5.5 games at least. Boston at 8 and Baltimore 9.5. I mean, 4 games over 500. That's kind of surprising. They're turning it around. Headlines. Headlines says Tigers bullpen is full of crackheads. Let's take a look. 7-1 trouncing puts the Mets in first place, and they beat the Reds that day. We should take a look at the standings of the National League, because the National League, the East is all over the place. Mike Scott pitched a great game. It's like a complete game. Kim Allen didn't score. Why? I mean, if it's like a box score for a foreign game, why would they talk about what people didn't do? That doesn't make any sense. Here we are. Eddie Miller, he'll probably be the player of the game, right? Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. We'll take a look because Dawson did hit the 2-run home run, and that really is the difference. So we have some news here. Well, somehow just making the headline is Ron LaFleur's 400th steal. And that he has 20 stolen bases in just 59 games this year. He basically is platooning in center field in Baltimore. So good job by him. And then we have an injury by Jim Kern, the closer for the Rangers. Okay, let's take a look at the National League standings real quick. Man, this is a real race. This is exciting. New York does take the lead by a half game over Philadelphia. St. Louis 1 game back. Chicago really not out of it. 4.5 games back. So, power ranking. Oh, we're at 10th now, working our way back into the top 10. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. What a horseshit game. Man, it's just never easy. And the fact that we've jacked up our bullpen. Who got all those runs? Oh, yeah, it was Brian Kelly. Really, our defense just sucked ass today. Dave Smith gets the save, though. Save number 4, giving up the walk. And Burt Blyleven gets the win. He goes to 5-4 as the Tiger. Miller gets the second home run. Andre Dawson, his 12th. We're giving it to Eddie Miller. Congratulations, Eddie Miller, on the player of the game. Dennis Burt takes the loss, 3-7. 3-7 on the season. Great job by Doug Corbett. Didn't even give up a hit. Tigers had no shot. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow, Game 4 of the 4-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.